I'm just noticing as I get older, the things in my life that I feel like that are incomplete. So when I say completion, for me it's really that communication to have with people in my life that meant something to me. People that I know, that I have a memory of. The morning of the 3rd of August, 1930, my grandmother, who was, I don't know, about 30 years old, and my dad, who was about 10, had left her husband and my dad's father because he was a drunk. My dad, 10-year-old little guy, he'd gotten up early and he'd gone outside and he was sitting on a park bench when his father pulled up in the car, told my dad that he had some money that he wanted to give to his mom. She came down, and the conversation was not about giving her the money, but please don't leave. And she said nope. And when she turned around to walk away from him, he shot her 4 times in the back, and she fell down. My dad ran into the bathroom and shut the door and locked it as he fired off a shot at my dad. It was really an emotional event for me because I realized what had happened and how that must, and I was kind of recreating in my mind the images that about it and how it must have been for my dad, who was 10 years old at the time. I did find her grave. I had to ask around and do some research, but I found her grave, just grass, next to a fence, next to a tree. No evidence in the cemetery that my grandmother even lived. It's right here. Why there wasn't a marker for my grandmother, I don't know. I'm never going to get an answer to that. It's more about what's the right thing to do when somebody's your grandparent and you find out that there's no record, they're just kind of thrown in the ground and forgotten. And I just can't bear that. While I'll never get that answered, what I can do is get a marker. So I want to experience acknowledging my grandmother with my family. And how about we have a memorial ceremony for my grandmother? That if she's got no marker, I'm pretty certain nobody ever said any prayers over her grave. What I can see is that when we do this memorial, it'll be cool, man, because we're doing it right here. I want this event of acknowledging our grandmother to be part of our family legacy. And I want us to be an example to those who come after us, that when you notice something's missing, that's incomplete, you don't ignore it. You take it on.